Hi guys, Righteous Raymond here, Dr. Quinn back again with another video. And today's video is about manipulation. Manipulation and manipulative people. Before we get into the manipulation, I want to start off by saying that you are an autonomous adult individual, all right? You have a right to your choices. You have a right to decide on what you want to do or not want to do, okay? Whether it's right or wrong, whether it's popular or not popular, okay? Whether it's what everyone else is doing or just what you're doing. You have a right to your choice, all right? But that's not the thought of the manipulative person. To a manipulative person, your only answer to them should be yes. Every request, they want to hear a yes. They don't want to hear no, okay? So, this is how we're going to deal with manipulative people, all right? Let's get into the video. So again, you're an autonomous adult individual. You have a will, you have feelings, you have your own logic, your own reason, your own rationale, your own life, and you have a will, okay? And the manipulative person will decide that your will is not working for them. They want your will to be their will, all right? Now, Most High God gives us a free will. The narcissist or the toxic person or the abuser or the manipulative person says, no, get rid of your will, follow my will. And in my will, you always say yes to what I say yes to. And you always say no to what I say no to, all right? So to a manipulative person or a narcissistic person or a toxic person or an abusive person, this is you. This is your life, all right? This is their life. To a manipulative or a toxic person, they want to extract the good things that you have and they want to put it into their life, all right? So they take your money, they take your sex, they take things that you have, your possessions, and they want to keep it for themselves, okay? They want to extract from you. They want to exploit you, all right? And they want to leave you without anything. They may just, after they get what they want, they may just leave you and only come back when you get more. They may come back around when you get more stuff, when you restock your shelves, when you replete your supply. They'll come back. But they don't really care about you. They care about what's in your hand. They care about your stuff, okay? Or what's in your body, all right? All right. So think of it this way, you all. Think of like a garden, a flower garden, like a rose bush, okay? You know, you're happy, you're thriving, you're in your own separate rose bush, okay? And then the toxic person says, hey, I want you. I want you. You're beautiful. I want you in a bouquet in my living room. You're like, no, I like it here. I feel safe here. I want to be here. They say, I don't care about that. They get your stem, get a pair of scissors, they snip you, they put you in some water, and you wither away in a few days, okay? All right, think of like animals in the wild, animals in the jungle, okay? People go on safaris, they get in these little jeeps and they go and see the animals in their natural habitat with their families and their community and their ecosystem. And they like to enjoy the animals in their own, they like, in their own habitat. They watch them through, camera, or they watch them through some binoculars, whatever. But some people, they say, no, I don't want you over there. I want you where it's convenient for me. I'm going to take you from your natural habitat. I'm going to put you in a cage and put you in a circus somewhere so you can entertain me. I can exploit you for my own personal gain, all right? So it's kind of like what manipulative people are like. They like to use people, take people from where they're best, where they're happiest, where they're thriving, and they want to keep them for themselves or their stuff for themselves, okay? All right. So again, manipulative people do not care about you. They want your stuff, all right? Now, if they were a true, honest person, they would just tell you up front, hey, I want your stuff. I want it this often. I want this much. I want it, every so often. I want it on this certain schedule. And they'll let you just say, no, that doesn't work for me. I'm not really interested in that. And sometimes they'll just trick you. They'll pretend they don't want that, and then they'll try little ways to get it from you. Like they may say, oh, you're celibate to marriage. Me too, I'm celibate to marriage as well. But they'll spend the whole relationship trying to get you in compromising situations, trying to get you to spend the night so they can, eventually break down your barriers, your boundaries, and have sex with you. They may say, hey, I need some money. You said, no, I'm keeping my money for myself. I have a goal I'm building towards. They may just get close to you, start dry begging you, telling you, oh, man, this is what dry begging looks like. Ah, man, I got to pay this bill. If I don't pay this bill, my life's going to get cut off tomorrow. If I don't pay this car note, I'm going to lose my car again. I need this car to get to work. They start throwing out little dry begging stuff to get you to give them money. And they're trying to coerce you, okay? So you have a will, and you should always consent to what you do with what's in your will, what's in your possession, what's in your checking account, what's in your body, okay? But what a narcissistic or manipulative or abusive type person would do is, or toxic person would do is, they will coerce you with manipulation to get the stuff out of your hand, out of your account, into their account, okay, or into their homes, okay. All right. So there's a thing that people do. It's called the fog method. So the fog method was discovered, or termed by Dr. Susan Ford and Donna Fraser in their book Emotional Blackmail. All right. So they talk about the fog method. The fog method is FOG. The F stands for fear. The O stands for obligation, and the G stands for guilt. Okay. When they use fear to get you to give them your stuff, they may threaten you with fear of retaliation or abandonment. All right. So let's say your boyfriend, y'all live in 2 separate apartments, whatever, and your rent is paid, okay, and his is not. All right. So he's gonna ask you for some rent money. All right. And you may say, no, I don't have it. I just pay my rent. I don't have it. I just pay on the first. I got to pay my car. I got to pay for my kids' daycare. I don't have it right now. He may use fear to get you to do it. He may say, well, fine then. My baby mama, she'll help me pay the bill. I'll go live with her then. You're like, oh, okay. So now you're fearful, like, if I don't give him this money, he going to leave me, all right? So that's fear. Fear that he's going to abandon you, or he may, threaten you. He may raise his fist at you and say, you better give me this money. You better give me some money. So he's using fear to get you to give it to him. That's coercion. That's not your express. Your express will in the beginning was, I don't have it. I'm not going to give it to you. But they will use fear to get you to give it to them anyway. All right. Another one is, obligation. Obligation that is when they exploit your duty. Okay. So let's say, you're at a job and the boss wants you to work overtime. He wants you to work 2 hours extra overtime every day. All right. All the other coworkers are doing it. So he see you picking up your stuff, you getting your bag, your purse together, you're picking up your stuff, you get everything put away. He said, are you leaving already? Yeah, it's 5 o'clock. I go home. I gotta go home, take care of my kids. I gotta take my son to football practice, and I gotta get dinner on the stove for my family, my husband and my children. He may start trying to give you obligation, manipulation, like, man, like all the rest of us, we're over here working late, and we got families as well, and we're making the decision, we're making the sacrifice in order to get this job done. And I just thought you were a team player. I mean, I thought we were all obligated to, do what we got to do to get this job done. Because, I mean, Oscar applied for the same job, the promotion that you applied for, and I gave it to you thinking that you're going to be over and beyond. I'm just like, maybe I should have hired Oscar. Like, I could have hired Oscar and he would have been here at 8 o'clock, but you're leaving at 5. I mean, if that's what you want to do, I mean, you can. Again, you express your will. He said, I don't want to do this thing. You did your job. You work from 8 to 5 like you're supposed to do, like you contracted to do. You're not required to do overtime. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. But whether you are or not, you've decided, I don't want to do this. Maybe I do it tomorrow, but I'm not doing it right now. That's my choice. That's my will, okay? A respectful boss will let you make your decision, whether he likes it or not. Even if you're wrong, y'all listen up. Even if you're wrong, even if your choice is wrong, okay? Most High God lets us make our own decisions, even if we're wrong. Now, yeah, we got to answer for it on Judgment Day, but even Most High God lets us choose wrong. He let Adam and Eve choose wrong when they picked from the forbidden tree. So you can choose wrong as long as it's your choice, okay? So just think about that, all right? We have free will. Okay, and the last one is guilt, all right? So let's say, for example, you have, let's say you have a grandparent that, you don't really care for. Let's say she was very abusive to you growing up in childhood. They may even have, MOLESTEDU. They MOLESTEDU when you were a child, and you don't want to take care of them. So they get this terminal health diagnosis. You honored your mother and your father, but you don't have any obligation to this. Let's say your step grandfather, whatever. He wants to take care of him. And you say no. When I think about all the time I paid your mother's rent and I babysat you and I watched over you and I'm thinking about how, we're supposed to be family, you're supposed to be there for family. And, and the reason I'm sick now is because of you, because I did so much caring for you as a child that it stressed me out. And now I have a bad heart and my kidneys are bad and my lungs are bad. And I got this terminal health, diagnosis because I took care of you so much and I can't take care of myself. So you feel guilty, like, is it because of me? Were we too much of a burden on him, taking me and my 4 siblings in when my mother passed away, out of guilt. You don't want to do what you told him. You don't want to take care of him. You don't want to caregiver for him. Rather him go into a nursing home. But he's trying to make you feel guilty about not taking care of him, even though he's been super toxic and super unhealthy. So yes, you all, do not fall for the fog method. Know what you want to do, express what you want to do, and stick to your guns. You don't want to do it. You don't have to do it. Right or wrong. Right or wrong. Thanks for watching, guys. Buy my book on Amazon or Kindle. Bye.